Well. What's going on, everybody? Tom here at GameSex 90. It's been a very long time. It's crazy. The card market exploded and I disappeared. Um, it's been, I don't know how long. We all know what's been happening since, I last made a video with, pandemic and the card market surge where I had to go on a little trip for work, and I had to stay in a hotel. And by trip, I meant I was potentially exposed to coronavirus. And as you can see, I still live at home. Um, was ready to move out before this all started and decide, hey, it's probably not a good time. And now the market is a joke because people are leaving the city, not only for the coronavirus, but for the crime, and are moving to Long Island, and the fucking apartments are few and far between, and if not, they're jacked up. So I'm gonna move out. I would like to move out by the end of the year. I mean, I have the money. It's just whether I don't want to settle, because I don't listen. Being 30, living at home sounds embarrassing. It kind of is, but like, I help my mom out. She's getting older. I help my dad out. He's getting older. We have a good, I pay my way through here. And I help them out, and they're really, they're getting older and they're slowing down. So I like helping them out. But yeah, so the fuck was the point of that? I don't fucking know. Um, so I've got a little cut down on my drinking a lot. I've lost a lot more weight probably since I've been here, and that was one of the keys. Just this body doesn't absorb like the alcohol as well, and it's the calories. But having a rare liquor, little Casamigos tequila. This is my favorite. I started a new job, and I got really close with one of my coworkers. He's an attorney there, and he's a big tequila drinker. And put me onto this. It's my favorite tequila. Like, I think it's the best tequila. But obviously, I'm not a tequila connoisseur. There's probably millions of different types out there. But like, I'm talking, just go to your liquor store and pick out a tequila that you can get right at your average liquor store. And I think Casamigos is the best. It's like $50. So yeah, cheers. Well, Casamigos and seltzer. Smooth. Um, yeah. Oh, so I was staying in this hotel for my job, and I was like, well, not for my job, because at my job I almost got exposed, and my mom has an autoimmune disease, so I had to be super careful. Like, it sucks. I wear like a mask around the house. I really need to move out, but like, I don't want to settle for a shitty apartment. But it sucks. So I like stayed in a hotel. I was potentially exposed, and I was like, fuck it. It was like a Friday night, and I was like, I'm just gonna grab a couple beers and open up some fucking retail, like a shit ton of retail. Nobody fucking told me that this Gary V effect, this card market boom, which I think is cool to an extent, you can't get retail. People fucking camp out for retail, and this is the first time I realized this like a month ago. I went to like two different WalMarts and two different Targets that night. Zero combined cards on the shelves. Zero, not anything. So that's nuts. The price of boxes. I mean, I feel bad for like I got back into the game heavy when I was 21, 20 or 21. And I was a broke college kid, and I would bust retail and like some affordable boxes. That shit's gone. So like now, it's cool that cards getting all this exposure, and these people who are investors in other sectors are starting to recognize cards as a commodity. That's kind of cool, the exposure, but the inability to just go out and bust a few packs is sucks. But I really have only started picking up again like for the last 3 months, and I got some pretty cool stuff here. Um, I mean, what else is going on? Like, I got a good job, and I'm doing well. I got a really good performance review. Um, just there's not a ton of room to grow there, so probably gonna be a one and done type thing, year and gone. Just because, again, it's a steady job. It's good money. It's good money, especially for the field I'm in on Long Island, not having to go to the city. It's good money. Um, like I said, like I'm not living here at home still. For a while there, when I went back to school and I was working shitty jobs, I couldn't move out. I could 100% move out. I just like don't want to settle for a shitty apartment. I want to find a good place. And now like the whole pandemic, threw a wrench in it. And now the market's insane. Again, like I said, they're so scarce and they're jacked up because people know they can get crazy prices because people are now coming from the city back to Long Island. Got mass exodus. The city will never be the same. New York City will never be the same. Major companies realize they can now fully function with their employees from home, limit the overhead, and in some cases, people are more productive at home. So these big companies and these big buildings filled with companies are never going to fill back up. Or I don't think so. I think this is the new wave. Companies are going to have their employees work from home. So people are leaving the city. Mass exodus, like I said. It's the real estate market is insane, and I don't. So I work in real estate law, but I really work with refinances. So I work for like directly for a team. I don't work for Bank of America, but like I had to take their training and like know their rules. Like we're like a settlement agent for Bank of America on their refinances, my team. And our business was insane during the pandemic. You would think people are like can't afford to refinance, but like the interest rates were really low, and a lot of rich clients are now like done with their city homes and are refinancing on like their second home out in the Hamptons. So we're getting like multi-million-dollar loans. Um, but it's a steady pay. I don't think my team at least will ever really get to a point where they like need to cut us. There's a whole bunch of other shit I could talk about. I don't know. The Jets are terrible. The world is miserable. I mean, the politics and it's just ugh. This year is so bad. I went through like a weird. Not, I didn't really actually date this girl, but like it was like a weird back and forth for like 6 months, and it didn't work, and like I was fucking devastated for a while, and it was just like I wasted 6 months. Like it was a shit year. Um, but let's show some cards because that always makes me feel better. And I got some cool cards because not only am I collecting, I'm trying to start getting the investment side. Why not take advantage of the card market going insane? I know a lot of shit about cards. I have correctly predicted trends and like exploding players before. I'm not looking to look like my dude Ben Quigley. Shout out to Ben. You'll show your hits. Garnet Sports Cards. Like card collector too. Like making a full on living for this. I'm looking for some like side, passive income. Um, and one I'm trying to learn because this shit is through the roof. And next year is the 25th. Card Collector 2 talked about this. Next year's the 25th anniversary, and this shit is exploding again. You got the Gary V's been mentioning it, and you have big, huge YouTubers like Jake Paul, like spending millions of dollars on these cards, Pokemon cards. And I really think I've been buying from like my friends, from like my friends' childhood collections. So I have a ton coming in of like base set Pokemon cards that if they're nice, I'm gonna get graded and flip. And I got them from my friends. And like I posted something on Instagram. If you have your old Pokemon cards in semi decent condition, I will buy in bulk. And it worked. A lot of people hit me up, so I have a lot of that coming in. This is just one. I don't know why. I forget what this is, but it's a Mewtwo GX. I don't know shit about new Pokemon, but that's something I'm gonna try to turn into like a little side hustle. This is a card for the collection, not something like an investment or anything like that. It's crazy. I started out hating this guy because I was a big John Jones fan, and then as John Jones fucking fucked up his life, and this guy stayed consistent. I became a big fan. He's a great announcer unfortunately, he went out with a loss to Stipe. But I think this is one of his first cards. It's a Strike Force card from Topps Finest, autograph of Daniel Cormier, 25. Another one for the collection. Didn't have an autograph of this dude. Just um, Mets. I mean, this season doesn't. Shout out to Dodgers fans, but the season's like, does it count? 60 games. I don't know. Whatever. The Mets are shit anyway, but we finally got. I think we're about got approved to sell the team, so hopefully we do something there. But this is from Museum, archival autographs of Jeff McNeil. I don't consider anybody's performance this year to be anything of substance. So, two cards again for the PC. These are from Mosaic. Boomers got a ton of Mosaic and Spectra cards that I have to like buy all of them. For the Boomer size and PC, it's like reactive or some shit like that. I don't know. It's like orange and blue and orange and green. Fucking tell me what it's called. I don't know, but they look sick with the Bengals uniform. So that's for the PC. I think that's all. Well, I'm also trying to get into soccer because that's also going crazy. I do know I know more than your average person who doesn't watch soccer on a regular basis because I used to watch it a lot and I know a lot of like the younger kids. So I just picked a few, like a lot. I mean, this is like this kid's phenom, one of the best players in the world. You can never go wrong. Kylian Mbappe, Donruss. Another Kylian Mbappe out of this world. And Donruss. This is from what's that? Chronicles. It's not numbered, but of one of the goats, Messi. Then I bought like a random mystery lot, and I thought it was like each lot, each picture he had of what cards you can get had like 6 cards in it, and I thought that's what we were getting 6 cards lot, but the lots were 2 cards each. So it sucks. But from Donruss, I got Romelu Lukaku. I don't know 100% who he's playing for these days. And an autograph of Groeneveld for Club Bruges. In Bruges, great movie. This also for the collection, which turned into investment. So I only have 2 Jason Tatum autographs, both 9/5/10 Panini Prism autographs, base autographs that I bought for. I look back, $117 and $128 respectively during his sophomore season, where people were like, "Oh, this kid's a bust." They're both well over $1,000 now each. Haven't sold them yet because I do think he has an insane future, but I did sell a lot of other rookies, graded rookies, and stuff like that. So this is PC, but also investment. I just like the look of this. I love this product. I forgot what it's called. Revolution. Shockwave, Jason Tatum. Just nothing worth crazy amounts, but I like the look of it. Again, for the collection. And now, you can never really go wrong. Now we're starting to get to the heavy hitters here. You can never really go wrong buying basketball rookies of any sorts and grading them. Just look, anybody can start doing well, and the basketball market's insane. So that's my first SGC graded card. I don't know how well this kid will do. He's not a great like pass first point guard, and defensively he's not great either. But for the Bulls, 9/5 out of 9/5/10 out of Revolution. I forget what parallels is called, but Kobe White from SGC. It's not 9/5/10 because guess what? There's no autograph, but 9/5. That's my investment thing. Now we're getting into some pretty cool stuff. Show this first. This dude is gonna be probably a Hall of Famer. And when he finishes, he has a real shot at being like in top 5 most receiving categories. I don't know though. After this fucking year with this team, and I think he needs to get traded. But these are like pretty tough to pull if I remember. Just again, an investment down the line when he retires or whatever, or goes to a new team maybe. But this is from Topps. It's his rookie year. 2011 Topps rookie card. It's the red zone, red ink autograph out of 100 of Julio Jones. So if you look at his numbers, he, if he puts in some solid work, he can be in the top 5 in a lot of receiving categories. So we'll see. I do think he's on the decline, and he's already hit the peak of his career. So we'll see how much that changes. I got it for probably like under $100. Next, this is a kid who I believe has all the fucking potential in the world to be one of the best of all time. Just an absolute fucking athletic freak. You all saw the play against the fucking Cardinals. You know who I'm talking about. This is from National Treasures. It's a rookie material autograph on card of my fantasy fucking. I'm 5-2, and it's strictly from this dude, Justin Jefferson, and James Robinson. Because I'm a fantasy guru, not guru, but like I fucking am finessing these dudes in my team with these waiver wire pickups. Picked up James Robinson for the season. Picked up Justin Jefferson after his first good game, and they're carrying me to number. I think I'm first in the league with 5-2 with the most points scored. But anyway, rookie material auto, on-card auto of DK Metcalf. Really nice. And again, I mean, this kid has all the physical fucking tools to be one of the best of all time. Doesn't mean he will, but holy shit, he's a fucking specimen. Next, another. This is back to basketball. Um, Another kid I'm super high on, and I think could be, one of the best point guards in the game in a few short years. Don't know if he needs to switch markets, but I think this is an insane investment. If you look at, I'm not saying he's going to be like a Luka Doncic-esque player, putting in those type of numbers, but just look at the growth, the potential of growth. Look at like Jason Tatum's Prism rookie cards. Jason Tatum is, not a triple-double kid, but like look at his growth now in his fucking like graded Prism rookies. So I think graded Prism rookies are fucking a good invest. They're like not gonna lose their value, and they're only gonna gain value. So I'm super high on this kid. I thought 100%, 100% was 100%, and I've said it in videos, Facebook groups, whatever. I thought this kid was the best player in the draft. I thought he was gonna have a better career than Zion. Not 100% sure. Zion does look like he belongs in the NBA. Obviously, he belongs in, but like he's transferring his skills to the NBA. But the 10s of these are a little out of my price range right now, so I settle for the 9s. This is just a base Prism 9 of John Morant. And then I think this is the retail exclusive 9 green Prism John Morant. Next, I think this guy's cards, first of all, he's just a guy to have because I think he's going to go down as one of the best offensive players of all time, one of them. A lot of people have polarizing views on him because of the whole Golden State move, but I think he's going to come back next year with Kyrie and show, it's going to be like one of those, oh, you must have forgot moments. And I think his stuff's going to only go out. I thought I got a great deal on this. Turns out, I thought this was like the first year select. I'm still not sure. It's 12-13. But I don't care. I don't care. I overpaid maybe on average, of the average price like $25 more, which I thought I got a good deal, but apparently not. But it's jersey on-card auto 12-13 select of Kevin Durant. So, I mean, you're never going to go wrong with a KD, and I just think this is going to increase in value just next season. And then this is the last card I have, and I think this could be like, I forget who was talking about it, of like thinking of like who were the faces of each generation. And I think this card and this kid has a chance to be the face of like this generation of baseball players. And now I've made other investments. I bought Pete Alonso because I'm a fan, and also because I sold almost all my Pete Alonso stuff because he's not a 5-tool player like this kid is. He's not a 5-tool player like a Ronald Acuna or something like that. He's a power hitter. He doesn't hit for average. That's about it. His stuff is I think it hit its ceiling when he hit 53 home runs. So I sold like a Prism The Prism at a 5. If you've been following me, 9, 5, 10. I sold it for like $2,100. I would have never been able to get that ever again unless he like is just like a fucking Mark McGuire without the steroids, like hitting those type of numbers. But this kid is so fucking good and so fun to watch. This season, oh my god! And I think this card can be like a Mike Trout esque type, like that, like how Trout's rookie is like for that generation of baseball players. Like obviously Trout's still in this generation, but like he's a veteran now. I think this and maybe one or other two of his cards could be like that. This is the flagship Topps, um, 10 Gem 10 Fernando Tatis rookie. He's just so fucking fun to watch. Like holy shit, he's everything that's good about baseball. Like it rolled into one. He's just so I could watch Fernando Tatis play fucking all day. And I could probably say the same thing about like Ronald Acuna too, but he's on the Braves, so fuck the Braves. But yeah, love it, love it. I got over like a little over $100, which obviously his stuff has gone up, but like I still think that's a price where I could grow more in the future for sure. So that's it. I am like I said, I'm not just now just buying cards and putting them in a box and looking at them and go, oh, those are pretty. I do want to kind of invest. It's fun, you know. The stock market is shit, so why not try to collect things I know? Like I've been doing hardcore for like the last like 10, 11 years. Like why not try? So you will see a lot more from me, hopefully. And the YouTube is cool again. Obviously, it's a lot of all new faces. The OGs really aren't there anymore, but it's fun. So that's all I got right now. I'm going to go watch. This might be Anderson Silva's last. He says it's his last UFC fight, but he wants to keep fighting. But like he's like 43 and has shattered his leg. Like who knows? But I'm about to go watch that against Uriah Hall, and that's it. Talk to you.